iced out, tennis chains iced out. Whole wonders round my neck, looking like a lighthouse. Little nigga piped out, chopper make it pipe down. Running man, catch me if you can.
Guys. It is tough to say, but NO2 is finally over. NO2 ended. We lost the Edo Tensei war. We took a major L, and honestly, guys, I don't know how to feel about this, bro. I don't know how to feel. So if for those of you guys who have been sleeping and living under a rock, the big Edo Tensei war was last night, which was a war declared by Madara and the Akatsuki against the whole entire Shinobi Alliance, which was pretty much a war between, you know, all the nations together, and then all the Akatsukis, including Madara and I believe Kabuto. So this war was a war that determined the fate of the game, and the war has spoken. Okay, the fate of the game was we lost, bro. The Great Shinobi Alliance lost, dude, and that means NO2 is over. Okay, Snake was no longer working on NO2. He closed the game. It's shut down, bro. He's done with NO2, dude. Like, it's literally, it's over. It's over. There's no more NO2. I actually did not live stream the war like I said I was going to. You know, I did tell people I was going to live stream the war. And, you know, people actually wanted me to, but I decided, you know, last minute. I got into the server. Like, I was in the first wave of people in the server for the war. But the thing was, I was D+, and I was just like, you know what? If I really want to continue playing NO2, which I do, because I do like NO2. It's actually a fun game. I got really into it. I made some cool friends on there. But I decided, you know, I'm gonna be a real one. I'm gonna give up my spot so that, you know, one of the Kages, the Edo Kages, or whether it was the Edo Kages or the current Kages, could get in game and fight these Akatsuki members, because, you know, they have specs. You know, I want to let a spec user get in rather than me take up a spot when I'm just D+. You know, I'm gonna get two-shot by the Akatsuki regardless, so it doesn't make sense for me to, you know, hold up a spot. So I ended up leaving, and then, you know, they ended up live streaming it anyways. I did actually get some footage of the war. It's not my footage, or I guess it's me recording somebody. Yeah, okay, I recorded their main live streams, certain fights. For those of you guys who like want to see some of the stuff, you guys weren't able to see it last night, maybe because you were sleeping, or, you know, you had to go to sleep, or you fell asleep, or there's certain parts that you want to watch, but the live stream was just too long. So I do have some footage of the war that I'll probably like upload as the week goes on. I think I'm gonna call it the Edo Tensei War Archives or something like that, or Archives. Is it It's Archives. I don't know why I said Archives. Edo Tensei War Archives. So I will be uploading this. But yeah, we lost the war, dude. We lost the war. We ended up, I believe we took out the Akatsuki. We ended up gripping Madara. You know, DB was one of the people, was a person who went 8th gates, and then he like killed Madara, but I think Kaguya came, and then I don't know, bro. It was just crazy, dude. It was just a whole bunch of stuff, man. It was honestly crazy, dude. They said that we lost to Kaguya, but I didn't see Kaguya. All I saw was Madara. It just looked like Madara to me, and I'm pretty sure if it's an infinite Kisuyome or whatever, you know, like Madara had to be alive. So yeah, that did happen. To be honest, bro, the war was very one-sided, dude. So I'm not surprised that we lost. Like, honestly, we barely had a chance to begin with, but then, like, before the war, pretty much they ended up just buffing the Akatsuki. That's what I heard. They ended up buffing the Akatsuki. But what I do know is that, like, a lot of our clans got nerfed, or not, I guess you can't really say nerfed. I guess you can say that a lot of our clans lost their advantages. So Kazutsuno's, we lost our advantage because the map was no longer a snow map, so that gave us a huge advantage. But I guess it did buff the Hoshigakis, and since the main fight was mainly in Suna anyways, yes, the main battlefield was like in my village, surprisingly, like in the desert, because I guess it's like the most open without all these trees in the way, so it's least annoying to place the fight there, or on the water at Kirigakure, aka the Hidden Mist. But that's annoying because, you know, Kisame can just heal and stuff like that. But yeah, so it was already like it was already one-sided, but like we barely had a chance to begin with. It wasn't like, you know, a 50-50 chance. It was more like a 70-30 chance, I want to say, because we did end up taking some of them out. But in reality, like they ended, like even the people, the Akatsuki who were killed, they kind of just came back as quote-unquote Madara clones, which seemed to be like full-powered Madaras with full-powered specs. So I don't know how they're just randomly clones. It didn't seem like clones to me, but you know, that's what they called it. And so yeah, that happened. Not only that, Pain used his little freaking I forgot what it's called, the little meter move that he has, and that wiped out so many people, dude. He he had this one move where it literally brought down a giant meteor. I don't know if it was Pain or if it was, because I know both Pain and Madara have that move. So like it brought down a giant meteor onto the map, which the first time it wiped a bunch of people, spec users too. Like if you got hit by it, or if you were in a certain radius, like that destroyed you, bro. And then not only that, he used it twice. So like a lot of people got wiped by that alone, that one giant attack. It was like one of those things where you just like, you had to go to towards the edge of the maps in order to avoid it, and you had to move, like you have to see it and start running. You have to know to start running, because if you don't start running, you're getting wiped, bro. Like even if you're like inside a building or something, or like hiding under something or protected by something, like it's still going to wipe you, dude. So that did you know, give us a fat L. Not only that, we had Data uses C0, which like killed so many people. Data is suicide, and you know, that explosion killed a lot of people. I did get that on video also, so you guys can expect me to be uploading that later. And that's, yeah, that killed a lot of people too. Not only that, it crashed the server, I think. So they had to make a whole new server and everything. But what else? Oh, also another thing that kind of like, you know, cost us the Warriors, because a lot of people are being retarded, dude. Like honestly, there are like a lot of people who are like D+, F rank, you know, E rank, stuff like that, C rank, which it didn't make sense being there. Honestly, I feel like the only, like if you weren't a spec user, dude, I feel like the only good reason for you to be there is if you're like S rank, dude. I don't even think A rank should have been in there, because like it was pretty much a battle of the spec users, dude. Because if you were a spec user, you pretty much got like beat up really fast, dude. Unless you had like 8 inner gates and you went 8 gates, and you pretty much got dropped really fast. So I don't know why so many like casual people, I guess you could say, or were in the server, or unless you were like a Byakugan user, or not, I don't know, I said Byakugan, yeah, unless you're like a Hyuga user or whatever, or you're a Hyuga clan member, and like you were using it to scout out where they were, I guess you could do that, but that was really unnecessary, since you could just like stream snipe them if you wanted to. And then they're like, maybe if you were a medic, that would be a good reason be in the server if you were a spec user. So pretty much just you know, MS users, Senju clan, let's see, SS ranks or S ranks and higher, medics, and 8th gate users. Like those, like if you fall under those categories, then it was reasonable. I wouldn't say you should have been in the server. I would say it was reasonable for you to be in the server. But there are a lot of people who are just like, you know, casual people. I guess they just want to have fun and participate in the war. At the same time, like if you think about it, bro, if the server was just full of straight Kages, and then like medics, and then Senju users, and then you know, stuff like that, I feel like, you know, like after the Kages filled it up to fight that Akatsuki, I feel like we would have definitely won. Because a lot of times the Kages were capable of holding their own, but they were all separate. They all fought the Akatsuki separately at their own time most of the time. Or if not, it was just like 2 Kages together. So like I'm saying, like if all the Kages were together fighting the Akatsuki together, I think we would have had a chance, because the way that it was seeming was that, like, you know, we still executed and wiped a few of the Akatsuki members, you know, with them separated. If they were together and united, fighting together with the support of medics and Senju users who have the HP in order to fight Akatsuki members, and then maybe MS users who have the speed, and Hugo clan members who have the scouting ability, I feel like that would have given us a chance to win the war. I feel like we would have most definitely won the war actually, if you know, especially with 8th gate users, bro. 8th gate was pretty OP, dude. If you had 8th gates and you went 8th gates, dude, you're basically a spec user, dude, which is what I think would have been nice. I feel like this should have been thought out, and like villages should have strategized this more. There are a lot of times that you know, Kages and high ranks kept telling them to leave the server, but like they would just stay in game, bro. Like honestly, if it was up to me, I would have just let them fight. I would have kept letting the E and F ranks fight. I would have even stayed in the server. Like if I was the Kages or spec users, I would have just let all those kids fight and then get wiped. And once they're all wiped, then join it, because then they can't rejoin. I would have just like came and fight then. But you know, a lot of them were being stupid, and I don't know why Kages would go like take on like the Akatsuki when they have like 2 other Akatsuki members with them, and Akage's like by himself. You could barely take on an Akatsuki member as it is. But yeah, that's basically what happened, dude. And so yeah, so you know, it's Snake World. I guess it wasn't exactly one-sided, but at the same time it was one-sided in the end, because like I said, all the Akatsuki members came back as Madara clones, which are pretty OP, dude. Like Madara himself was already dropping everybody left and right, so when it was like 5 to 8 Madaras on the battlefield, it was just crazy. But yeah, so that's pretty much how it went down, how everything occurred. Yeah, we lost the war. Snake World says maybe in 3 years he'll do like in about 3 years he'll do Boruto Online 3. You know, hopefully I'm still doing YouTube by then. Hopefully the channel's bigger, so I'll be there to record it. That's basically all, guys. Hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys did enjoy it, hit that subscribe button. Do hope that you know, we can find a new game, a new Naruto game to play. SS2 is coming out soon, so I think we'll be fine. We're left in good hands. With that being said, until next time, guys, we